Hey, welcome to another Affinity video. This hand looks awesome, and I will keep. This is the first video I've made since I was at GP Oklahoma City. I went 12 and 3 there. I got 22nd place. I had a lot of fun. I got to meet a few of the people that watch this channel, and it was really nice to talk to you guys. Um, there was Marcus, who was especially nice to talk to, gave me some sleeves when I really had some beat up sleeves and needed to replace them in case someone decided that my cards were marked. Thoughtseize is unfortunate here. Anyways, I thought about making a longer video about GP Oklahoma City, but then I realized that I have no idea how to make talking about an event sound interesting. So I didn't do that. And there's my story. My losses were to Blue Red through the breach, who had Madcap Experiment, both games 2 and 3. That game came down to him top decking a removal spell on the very last turn before I killed him with an Inkmoth Nexus of game 3. Also, forgive me for autopiloting through this match that I'm currently playing. With a Black-White is way too likely to have hard removal for me to want to go all in on Inkmoth Nexus here. I'm just going to try to grind until I know I can kill him in one shot. Although Lingering Souls will be really annoying. Let's see. So, in Oklahoma City, lost to Blue-Red through the Reach. I lost to Elves. The Elf player had a turn 2... what do you call it? Stupid card. Turn 2 Rex Sage to deal with my turn 2 Ether Grid, and then turn 3 Stony Silence to prevent me from killing him on my next turn with an Inkmoth. So that was kind of unfortunate. Black-White Eldrazi. Does he have Dismember? Do Black-White Eldrazi players play Dismember? And my third loss was to Jund Shadow, who had the, he needed to have a Shatter effect and Teamer Battle Rage to avoid being dead on the first turn and then the next turn to an Etch champion that had 2 platings. And he had both of them, and so killed me in one shot on the crackback with his Death Shadow. Anyways, GP Oklahoma City was great. Back to this match. We got 2, 3, plus 7. That's lethal, assuming he doesn't have Dismember, and I think I tend not to play Dismember, so I'll give it a try. Can't recall seeing Dismember out of their sideboards. Or out of this deck. It turns out that talking and playing Magic is hard at the same time, and so having talked for the earlier part of this video about random nonsense, being GP Oklahoma, I forget how to think about the game. Alright, so Black-White Eldrazi, Etch Champion is awful, Blood Moon is great. Do like 1 Gear Aether Grid, sometimes 2. Some Thoughtseizes. Gets rid of a Welding Jar. And I think I can take out some Ravagers. Ravager is super awkward against the Flicker Eldrazi's. Do I want to take out a 3rd Ravager for a another Gear Grid? I don't really want Ancient Grudge for their stuff. Depends on how Eldrazi leaning he is and how not. Some play more like Thought-Knot Seers and Reality Smashers, and some don't. And so it's sort of hard to tell. You always want the Blood Moon, though. They always get screwed by that, since they're a black-white deck that plays a lot of non-basics. Alright, that's good enough. Let's see. This hand is... not keepable. The cranial plating and the ink moth are tempting, but if he had one discard spell, it'd just be too awful, because I would have, 6 mana sources and nothing else going on. Yeah, I think I'm in for turn 2 Blood Moon. That sounds good. Assuming he doesn't have discard spell. I mean, of course, if he doesn't make me discard, he just plays some guy. So I'm gonna shut him off spells for the rest of the game. And then I'm gonna play Cranial Plating and win. Alright. Blood Moon, good card. Oh, he has a swamp. He can play black spells. Well then. It's a pretty good multi-5. I don't know. If people really want to hear about some of the more fun plays that I made in Oklahoma, I can write up something on Reddit or something like that, but for the most part, I am planning on just offhandedly mentioning it in a few videos. I also went to a 1K yesterday, and my friend and I were number 2 and number 1 exiting the Swiss. Hey, we win. Alright. Enough of me jabbering about non-Affinity stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next match.